Okay, so in this video we're going to be talking about expectations and how they still has yoke on it, could affect your life. Okay, cool, let's get started. We all have them. We all have expectations, and some of those expectations that we have could really let us down for no reason. Like, think of the scenario, and I'm sure all of us have been in it. You opening the door for someone and you're trying to be all nice and pleasant and stuff like that, and then they walk through the door and they don't say thank you. Like, that used to piss me off right through. But then I was on the flip side and somebody opened the door, but they did that awkward thing where they open the door and I'm like a good meter or two away, so now I have to do this awkward like run walk kind of thing to get there, to get through. And then I was like, but I didn't ask you to open the door. So in that, we set the expectation that the person must show appreciation for me opening the door, but we didn't even consider if they were going to open the door for themselves. Sometimes they won't even going to go inside that particular store, but now it's awkward because you open the door, so they don't want to make you feel bad, so they have to go inside. Like, the expectations that we set around certain situations and ourselves and others really shape our life and sometimes make for some seriously awkward situations. We're all human, we all have flaws, we're all juggling different aspects of our lives, so just cut yourself a little bit of slack. Like in customer service, I don't really get upset with poor customer service within reason, and here's why. I have been on the other side of the counter. I have been that person who's getting the ball up and everything, and the thing is that I could understand that sometimes work is hectic. Sometimes it's so hectic that in the company's list of priorities, this customer's request isn't that important, but I can't tell you that it's not important, and that comes across as poor customer service. Sometimes things are just busy, probably it's a bad day for me, probably the request that the customer is making is so ridiculous that you can't really say anything about it, but at the same point in time you're trying to handle it in a diplomatic format, whatever. But at the same point in time, because I've been on that side, it'd be very dumb of me when I'm on the other side now and I'm the customer to stand up on this high horse and be like, no, you must always give me 100% and I must always be 100% satisfied. No, I need to be satisfied within reason. I understand that certain things can't take place and sometimes there are mistakes. If there's a mistake, cool, own up to a mistake, I own up. If I make a mistake, I just move on from there. But you have to be realistic with those expectations. You can't just expect 100% from everybody 100% of the time. Like, expectations have a massive impact on your love life and on your friendships, and the expectations you have could affect how it's shaped, how you view it, how you approach it. Like, take your significant other for example. If you're lucky, I mean, or unlucky, but think of your significant other in that regard. A lot of people think that our significant other is there to meet all our needs. We expect the person to be there for us all the time. They're always going to be around. But is that really a fair expectation? Are we ourselves there for our significant other? Let's even add our friends. Are we always there for our friends? Are we everything that they need and more? And should we even be everything that we need and always be available? And to me, and people may get upset with the statements, but it's a fact. No one person is always going to be there for you. No one person is going to be everything that you need, and you have to understand that things happen in life. People have previous engagements, their phone might die, they may fall asleep, they may be unable to adjust with whatever you're dealing with right now. They may be dealing with something of their own and they won't have time or won't have the mental energy to come across and be like, hey Kyla, here you're going through X, Y, and Z. And sometimes that's what we base our friendships and relationships on, how often they're there, but we don't really take into account what they are going through and how often we are there for them. So I'm not saying that people don't want to be there for you 24/7, but the fact is they can't be there for you 24/7. They can try their best, and that is where managing the expectation comes in. While we would like them to be there for us all the time and we want them to be there 24/7, like anytime I call you pick up the phone, that's not the reality. That's not reality of life, and we need to change and have a realistic expectation of what people are and what people are going to be for us. Continuing on that relationship train, like another aspect of that whole relationship friendship thing is that we need to be a little more flexible and a little more open with the expectations that we have. Some of us, as soon as we meet somebody, we have certain expectations of where that relationship or friendship is going to go, and you need to be a little more open to the possibilities of life. Like some of us, as soon as we see somebody of the opposite sex, we instantly think, okay, this is going to be a potential dating partner, and that's beginning and end of it. We don't think, oh, they could probably be a good friend, or maybe that friend could be a good partner, or probably that person could be no good for you. Put them in the bin, don't even recycle, don't reuse, nothing. Just leave them alone. So you have to be open to all those possibilities. But as soon as you put this expectation of, okay, this person is going to stay in this particular box, and you don't even know the person, so as soon as you put them in that one box, you start tailoring your thoughts to that particular box, that particular aspect of life that you want them to fit into. And because you put them in that box, you're not getting to see all the other aspects or all the other traits they have, because all you care about is that one space, and that could really limit your interactions. Because for me, at a point in time, I cut off any expectations I had for people. So I would just talk to somebody, talk to a random stranger, whatever, and have no expectations. And throughout that, I really had some really good connections with people, some great interactions, and built some good friendships, because at the end of the day, I didn't care that much if we became friends, if we became more than friends, whatever. I just cared for, at this point in time, just make the best out of whatever that connection is going to be and enjoy it. And I have had some really interesting conversations with people that probably only last like an hour, and I never met them again, and I'm fine with that. It is way better to have flexible expectations and always check in with your expectations from time to time, so that you'll always be open to the possibilities. Because by checking in with those expectations ever so often, is going to prevent you from having those unrealistic expectations that would lead to you doing a whole sort of dumb stuff. Like honestly, it's going to be all sort of dumb stuff. I'm trying to save it from doing some dumb stuff. So just check in with your expectations, because expectations aren't bad. Right? If there is the expectation that you have, if you raise those expectations in certain interactions, it's going to improve how you deal with certain people. For example, if I always expect that my friends and family are going to be respectful and honest with me, then that seems like a realistic enough expectation that if they fail in that regard, then I can reevaluate the friendship or that relationship. So there, the expectation kind of acts as a milestone or as a judging point. So if they don't come up to scratch, well, then I'll have to be like, hey, I'm not sure if we could be friends, or probably you have to be a lower tier friend. And if they do, all well and good. But at the end of the day, all this video is trying to say is expectations are a double-edged sword. But once you understand their role in your life and understand that you need to check in with those expectations from time to time, I think you'll be able to navigate life a little better and avoid doing the dumb stuff. Really trying to avoid doing the dumb stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, what I would like you to do, what I would expect you to do, since we're talking about expectations, share the video on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Like, comment if you thought something was interesting or you disagree. Always up for a conversation. So see you in the next video. And wait, we can't let the video finish without me talking about the mask. So right now I'm doing a giveaway with these masks. The giveaway is currently on Instagram. Go on my Instagram page and you would see the post, you will see the instructions on how to enter. By the time this video goes up, you probably have 2 days to enter. So please do. I really love the masks. I'd like for you to have them too. Not selling at the moment. We'll see if that becomes a thing. We'll see. But right now, you can probably get it for free. So do that. Alright. Now is the end of the video. Alright, bye.